everything changes.
What is going on, guys? Multiplayer HD here, and we are back with a FIFA 20 play review. And as you may well have guessed after you clicked on the thumbnail and presumably searched up this review in general, we're reviewing Harry Kane. I was lucky enough to pack this guy out of the Hibernation SBC, I think it's the first 11 one, I could be wrong though, but it's almost give you the 50k back. I was looking to get him from that. And a very nice card indeed. I'm a massive fan of Harry Kane on previous FIFAs, and this FIFA, as you can see from the games played so far, I definitely enjoy playing with this card already. I will tell you, to be honest, I've not really had the greatest start to this FIFA. I didn't play much of the demo. I thought I'd just send myself straight into rolling into the actual game. Struggled the first one or two games, played a few friendlies, especially against TVM, you may know him, and very much struggled and definitely picked up over the last few games. But nonetheless, we look at his card, and the obviously standout there is the 70 pace. It's quite a letdown. But as Harry Kane, you don't really expect him to be having the abundance of pace into like running behind the defenders. But you do look at the key areas of his card. The 91 shooting definitely stands out. It's a very nice attribute he has there. The 81 dribbling, it does surprise me having such high dribbling for, especially such a tall guy. 6'2", 81 dribbling, that's very nice. And 83 physical. They're the key areas, and especially when it comes into in-game play and how he plays in-game, you definitely notice those three with his hold-up play. But his, like I said, his height is 6'2". The work rates of high aren't really the best you can get. You prefer like a high medium, especially a high low for a striker. 4-star weak foot and a 3-star skill moves. Like I mentioned, you guys know Harry Kane. We all know Harry Kane. He doesn't really do skills. He does the simples very good. We look at his attribute now, and the key areas you pretty much get blown to straight away is the 94 finishing with 93 attack position, 91 reactions, even 87 stamina, and 90 shot power. All round for a striker, this card is exactly what you want. You can't really look much like elsewhere. He's an out and out striker. He won't be running, he won't be skilling for players for you, but he will be scoring you goals. The pace was the big letdown for me. That's why I really struggled to find a chemistry style. I played him with a basic chem style for the first 2 games, and he really did let me down in the pace area. This game seems to be focused around pace quite a lot compared to the last two, which is focused more around doing the La Croqueta. And the La Croqueta is kind of ineffective this year. So pace, once getting in behind defenders to get into position to shoot in front of goal, is very much key. So I decided to chuck a hawk on him. I know he didn't really need the boost to shooting, but you can never really have too much shooting on a card. So boosting his shooting up to 99 finishing with 99 shot power is definitely handy, and boosting that pace up by +5 each will definitely help in game too. The physical boost, small little boost there, little boost to jumping, little boost to stamina, and little boost to aggression. We go to the actual squad which I played him in. It's very much a basic sort of Premier League side. I know a lot of you guys won't really have these sort of players straight away, especially if you don't really power in 3 points, which I have. But the side isn't really that much to really sing about. Yes, I got a Giovanni Lo Celso, I think his name is. A review of him will be tomorrow. I will say I did actually enjoy using his card. Also got an Ndombele, I was lucky enough to pack him, and Alexander Arnold. I understand he's playing left back, is because I really did struggle to find a left back which wasn't 50k Andrew Robertson. But the centre backs, very good centre backs, they did the job, and the goalkeeper Leno surprised me a bit. He was quite bad last year. This year he did seem a whole lot better. We go into the custom tactics, and I played it on the attacking role. Simple defensive style here. You have it on balanced. I've tried for them around a little bit, but balance just seems the best so far. We're a fast build up, but like I said, with the pace of the whole pace aspect, the fast build up definitely helps with moving your whole team forward. We go to the actual formation. I changed it to a 4-1-2-2 in game. I seem to have been using Harry Kane in the past. I've liked to focus the ball through the centre of the field instead of going out wide. So just pushing the ball straight for the centre of Harry Kane was very helpful. Instruction wise, I don't want to stay central. I did have him on getting behind for a while, but with the lack of pace he wasn't really using that effect very well. So I just have him put him back to mixed attack. He does the opportunity, he understands when to make runs with that high attack position anyway, and it worked out well. So with that, without any further ado, we're going to go straight into the clips of the games now, and I'll be back at the end of the video to give you my verdict.
When I
So with that, we move on to my verdict of Harry Kane. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, I really did struggle to get used to the game in the first 2 games. You didn't actually see any clips on the first game which I've written down. I did score a goal with him, but that game was very sort of laggy and I didn't really want to show those clips. But the goal was just a simple tap-in goal for him. But once I started to get used to the game, I started to get used to Harry Kane as well and get used to the players around him, and he did really come into his own. I thought he was a very good striker. What you expect from Harry Kane consistently every single FIFA, he's a very good goal scorer, and that's why his first positive for me there was his hold-up play. Being able to grab onto the ball in the middle of the field, just behind the 2 strikers, behind the 2 forward running cams, you could say. He was able to hold the ball up and then pass balls in behind. You see it to one of the goals to Giovanni Lo Celso. He managed to chip the ball over the defenders into Lo Celso, who then headed into the bottom corner, and we scored from it. And he did that quite a lot. So he didn't always get goals from it, but he did it quite a lot where he managed to get into the right positions to create chances for the other teammates as well. And that comes onto his position. His position in the attacking, into the final third, all over, he was very good. If he needed him to score, he needed someone to score, he would be there in front of goal, ready to take the shot and score the goal. If he needed someone to hold back, drop back a little bit, get into position, let others running behind him, he was doing that as well. He seemed to pretty much the complete striker of what you really want, and that comes into his finishing as well. What you expect from 91 shooting with 94 finishing in game. He scored pretty much every single chance he got, and if he didn't score, he definitely tested the goalkeeper. The only real negative I found for him was his pace. I did mention that at the start of the video, 70 pace isn't really good enough for this game, but you don't notice it too much if you use him correctly. And I know people say that you could say it about most cards, but I really do feel like Kane in the right setup and the right team could be a very useful card for anyone who knows how to play the game and knows how to use passing and quick ball movements. My overall opinions on him, rating, I'll go for 8. It's my first review here. I don't want to just bust up and go straight away, hey, we got a 10 here. No, I'm going to go for 8. I feel like that's fair for him. I feel like he's a good player. Don't feel like he's an endgame player, of course, but he's definitely a good player. For FUT Champs, obviously FUT Champs is going to start in a few weeks. I definitely do think he's definitely good enough for FUT Champs. If you can afford him for 60,000 coins, I think that is very cheap for him. I think that he will score you goals, he will definitely help and improve the team. And for 60k for an 89 rated striker from the Premier League, that's definitely good value. Like the chemistry style about him was a Hawk. I thought the Hawk was the best to increase that pace up. You could also use a Hunter if you wanted to spend the 3-4k it is right now to get a Hunter to boost that pace up even more. Or you could optionally go for a engine and boost up his dribbling and his passing. My overall enjoyment from him was a 9. Him linking up with Lo Celso was very fun card to use, and I've always enjoyed Harry Kane in previous FIFAs as well. So more so this year, where the game actually suits him a bit more, with not just doing the Lakaketa 24 million times per game until you finally score a goal. It actually requires a bit more skill this year, and especially with defending as well. So that was my review on Kane. Like I mentioned, there will be a review on Giovanni Lo Celso later on today and tomorrow. Those two together don't cost too much to get, and they definitely were a formidable force. And I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll speak to you next time. Peace.